Hello and good evening. I'm Joseph with Kiltbeard Company, and this is Kiltacious Conversations. Thank you for being on the show here. And yeah, it's been a very busy 2 weeks, very busy last weekend. And in about 24 hours, we're going to do it all over again. Uh, I'm going to roll solo today. So you get to listen to this lovely voice. Thank you for being here. Feel free to jump in on the comments and carry on the show. As we're going to talk about a bunch of random stuff and I think things that matter. Along with that, we got two foodie things here. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Two crazy foods that I found out in the wild on my trips, which I always try to grab something, bring it back to share it with you. And yeah, so excited to share that with you guys. So real quickly, I guess as they gotta say, I gotta get better at this, right? So like, subscribe, bell thingy, share thingy, all those thingies, please. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Not in Vegas now. Going to be going Vegas last weekend. Going to head out to Boise, Idaho this weekend tomorrow. So after that, we can kind of settle down until June, and then June, July, August, September, October, we have 2 to 4 events each month. So we're going to be really busy. So if you like to see us, you'll see us in Montana, you'll see us in Colorado, you'll see us in Washington, California, here in Utah also. So there's a bunch of places that we are going to this year. Also, potentially make it out to Buckeye Battle too. So a lot going on. Excited. When you're busy, that means you're moving forward and time passes really quickly. Yeah, so Vegas was awesome. First time in Vegas last weekend for the Highland Games. If you don't know, I was born in Vegas. I've lived the majority of my life in Vegas. So I like Vegas. That being said, Vegas went really well. We had a good time down there. The number one thing, well, I'll say one of the top things that I took back from it is that people are following us and engaging with us on social media, but haven't pulled the trigger on our products yet. So it's obviously my job to encourage you to give Kiltbeard Company a shot. Your beard will thank you, or your mustache will thank you. But that was one. We had at least 5 people come up, say that we see you on social media. We've tried, we just don't know what your scents are like. We do have a sample pack, $27, but you get $10 back to go towards your next purchase. So it's really only $17. It's a better price than a 2-ounce bottle, and you get $10 back towards the next purchase. So you have that option too. Feel free to reach out anytime. DM us, email us on our website. We're more than happy to help you out. But yeah, give us a shot. We won't let you down. But Fox says hi. He's gonna make it in the chat tonight. Or he's not gonna make it into the chat tonight. Dad duty. I got you. I've been there, done that so many times. Hey Donnie, how you doing, sir? But yeah, so Vegas went really well. We also, if in case you don't know, I know, we've started out as a beard company. Eventually, that is the beginning of Kilt Beard Co. If you don't know, we have always wanted to create a lifestyle company. What does that mean? Well, it's not so much like you're blinging it out or anything like that. Lifestyle company is that products that make your life better, either looks wise, feeling wise, health wise, activity wise, hygiene wise, things like that. So the next step in the iteration, as many of you already know, is our Lou Primed Pinion Pinch. So this came out about a month and a half, 2 months ago. And honestly, the little saying, these are selling like hotcakes. If you need a hand cream, hand and face cream, men or women, beard or no beard, you got hands, you got a face. This is great for you. Give it a shot for really good things about it. And that started the whole thing off when we wanted to start going not in a different direction. We wanted to expand the direction. And Highland Games, we're at them all the time, and we have pretty good relationship with many athletes. And we thought, how can we support them more? Well, we have a whole bunch of products coming up for you guys, but the first one was just because of time and getting the labels and everything is tacky. So in case you don't know what tacky is kind of a really sticky substance you put on your hand to grip either a hammer or other metal or plastics or whatever the case may be in order to throw heavy stuff really far. Throw heavy shit really far. And yeah, so we did something a little bit different than most tacky companies don't do, is that we have three, Dakota. We have Lube Primed Grip Tin. So this is our Grip Tin part of Lube Primed. This is for 50 degrees or below. Now you may ask, why 50 degrees or below? So this formula right here is made to not get brittle when it's cold outside. Some tackies, some companies have like one or two tackies, and depending on the temperature, it gets too sticky or it gets too brittle. So you want to try to find the Goldilocks for each temperature range, environment range right there. So we have Lube Primed cold. It tells you, and the light's not that great there, but it'll tell you on there what the temperature range is and everything on there. Then you got kind of the standard one. This is the one that most people will be using for 50 to 85 degrees, indoors, outdoors, what have you. That's right there. These are available online too right now. And then this is for 85 degrees and hotter. So you can buy one, two, or all three. Buy all four, including the hand cream, which is going to help repair your hands after you tear them up. But there's other products to support. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3 step process. Hopefully by June 1st, we will have the whole lineup for you guys who are going to be in Salt Lake City for the Highland Games there. So we're looking forward to that too. But in the meantime, kind of dab into our tacky and see what you think about it. I think I know it's a little different than some people are used to. However, the thought process is sound, that you don't need the spider web tacky stuff like that in order to throw something far. You need a good bite and nice grip to do your thing. All right, let's see what we got going on in here. So, 2012, man, Vegas is huge if you've never been to Vegas since 2012. In 1995, in 95, like, yeah, Vegas has probably changed over 2 to 3 times over since 95 there, Jeff. Like, I mean, there's like the Disneyland Vegas and the Vegas that was kind of transformating, cleaning up the downtown, building some other casinos, tearing down some of the older casinos. Then 2008 happened, and then they made they put all the more luxury hotels in Vegas, so it's more luxury oriented right now. So I have a problem with this in Vegas. Being a Vegas fan like I am, in Vegas there, and I used to deal in Vegas. I was a craps dealer, box man, and pit boss at one point. And the thing is that there always used to be that kind of, the common man can go to Vegas and hit the jackpot and win big, or a chip in the chair can make a dream come true kind of thing. And honestly, I think that's completely gone. Unfortunately, it's basically you got to pay for parking, $25 to $40 to park in a garage. That is the most 100% for sure bet the casino has is you just parking in their garage, which is completely ridiculous. Unless you're staying at that hotel, but if you're gonna walk the whole strip, yeah. Anyways, the prices in Vegas are just impossible to get by for the common man, in my opinion. If that's the saying that you want to go by, and tell me I'm wrong if you've been to Vegas, if you have found like the cheat code or whatever. But honestly, it's not that kind of Vegas anymore. You got to basically spend all the money on the hotel and travel before you even get to a good restaurant or a show or hit the games. So there's entertainment in the sports arenas too. Those are really expensive too. It's kind of like LA. So yeah, I could keep going on a rant too. How's it going, Jacob? Tell Daniel, happy birthday, sir. But yeah, unfortunately for Vegas is kind of at a weird place right now. Hopefully they fix their themselves. But yeah, so Lou Primed is starting to build out. We're working on the Gripton part of things right now. Gripton will have 1, 2, 3, 4 more products that will kind of complete what we're trying to do with the Gripton product. So look forward to that, you athletes, those heavy athletics, those Highlanders. We're going to be taking care of you. And guess what? The number one selling product was in Vegas. Number one selling product in Vegas. And this was kind of a surprise. At least 40% of our orders had this in their order. Highland Frost, Night Watch, so kind of a trick question, but wash. Our wash was flying off the shelves in Vegas there. I'm not sure if it was because it was drier. It's a drier environment. If so, that's a great thing to know to maybe target Arizona, New Mexico, Vegas, Nevada, etc. like that with more washes in our ads. But beard wash was coming off the shelves. Actually, I had to make more when I came home. I was not prepared. I just wasn't prepared. It was flying off the shelf. So the washes were flying off the shelves, and with good reason. They're actually really good. In case you don't know, it's all natural, no chemicals and any of that bullshit or anything like that. It's got caffeine in there to stimulate beard growth. Doesn't make your beard grow, stimulates. Two different things. No beard product can make your beard grow. Sorry. But yeah, beard wash was flying off the shelves, our best order. Second to that, Pinion Pinch was our second most popular product. I'm telling you, by the end of the year, this may be our best selling product that we have. So get on the train while you can. Take care of those hands. If it's not for you, it's for a friend or your wife or significant other. Pinion Pinch is going to take care of your hands. So great question there, Farmer. So we're going. So eventually, there's going to be 3 stages for your hands. It's going to be prep. I don't know what to call it. Maybe apply. Then remove. So the prep part is going to have two different preps. One is going to make it so it's a flash. So if you're in more humid, wet weather, you're going to want to do the flash prep because it's going to really dry out your hands really well, which will make the tacky stick really well. Heat being from the actual sun temperature, air temperature around you. The other one is just probably more of your everyday, not high humidity, no rain. You put that on your hands. You can also put it on your shoulders and everything for like a posting like a bar if you're doing like front squats, back squats, or whatever the heck you're doing. So you're gonna prep your hands, you're gonna apply the tacky, or we're gonna have another product coming out here in the future, and then there's gonna be a remover, so you can remove it off your hands very efficiently. So that's gonna be the process right there, but the heat part of it is based on air temperature, or in direct sunlight, I guess, because air temperature and direct sunlight, are they the same? I'm not sure if they're both the same. But anyways, heat, air temperature, whatever's going to make that stuff really melty. We want to be between that meltiness and the tackiness so you can get that grip in an axe, but it doesn't get too runny or too hard to do anything, brittle. So that's what we're trying to work right there. Turkey hunt. Yeah, boy. Well, take a picture, all right? I'll send a little photo if you get something. Get a good sleep because yeah, I got a 7-hour drive tomorrow too up to Boise. So that's a different kind of waking up early in the morning doing something right there. But so 2 foods I got here tonight. Who likes Reese's Pieces? Who likes Oreos? Well, I just dropped it, but how about some Reese's Oreos? And then that's not really extreme, right? I got one that's extreme, at least to me. You know how they have pickle this, spicy that, tangy whatever? Well, bacon flavored Cheetos. Yeah, probably not good for you at all, but this is happening. So we'll jump into those in a moment here. Insomnia. Love it. Everything's on your mind. Your mind's still going, but your body wants to stop. Well, I'll let you know how it tastes here real fast, Farmer. So we're going to go with the Reese's Pieces Oreos. I think I got these. Yeah, I got these at the Hershey's factory, Reese's Pieces Hershey's factory. So we'll. Oh, this is interesting. Now I'm really curious. So they are white. Ooh, tricky. White and Reese's, so it's like a half and half fill. Interesting. I mean, it's not bad. I think I'm kind of disappointed, actually. I like Reese's. And they taste like no Oreo whatsoever in this. The peanut butter still overpowers it. Anyways, not bad. I don't think it's as advertised, but still gonna eat it though. I tried that the other day. So Victor, my friend, who came out to help in Vegas, he bought a snickerdoodle Twix, and that was delicious. So those are good. I approve of those. Yes, absolutely. Doing the whole little braid thing here. I realized two things. So doing the braid thing, very efficient for not catching into many things. But if you don't grow out your sides, because I've trimmed my sides down the past couple of years off and on, it doesn't flow into the braid as well. So you have all these extra hairs. I suppose you could do like balm and everything like that and really straighten it out. But yeah, if I would have been growing up my sides, they all would have kind of like looped right into the braid. Now you know. I do have some beard beads, but those are very challenging. Honestly, I haven't figured them out. Like I don't understand how they actually attach to your beard. Like you can slide them in, but I don't know what makes them attach. But I haven't understood that one, so I didn't look on YouTube. I didn't get no tutorials or anything like that to figure out what that entails. So if you know how to use the beard beads, throw it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. So this is not a promo for Liquid Death or anything, but the Mountain Don't, yeah, Mountain Don't, opposite of Mountain Dew, pretty tasty. A lot less sugar in there, and it's, I believe it's clear. Yeah, it's clear. So no crazy dyes or anything like that in there. Joe approved. So so beard wash, in case you didn't know, it's a thing. Really interesting, or interestingly enough, Highlands is our best. Excuse me. Highlands is our most purchased scent in our catalog year round. But the wash is not the most purchased year round. And it's funny because number 3 Reserve is the most sold wash we have. But the oil or the scent itself is the number 2 scent behind Highlands. So I'm kind of always curious, why do people gravitate towards the oil, balm, and butter, but maybe not the wash? Just curious. Haven't figured that one out yet. Maybe it's just one of those random things that's just gotta catch on. But you can buy a complete kit with the wash included, so, or wash by itself. Anyways, interesting insight right there. I haven't figured that one out yet. We do still have some Highland Frost and Kilto Lumberjack wash. I think we only have five or six of each of them left, and we're sold out of those. Those will be available until they sell out, because they're well sealed. They got a seal cap inside and everything like that. So nice, cool place. They're shelf great for a long time. So, but if you want a Highland Frost or even Loch Ness Pines is on there too. Grab yourself a beard wash. But yeah, beard washes were very popular. So interesting. I know. Oh, and the scent right now, so the beard oil scent so far in April, that's the most popular. While we are getting a lot of purchases on our spring scents, it's really funny that Dapper Gentleman does so well in the spring. I mean, the scent profile is right on, but Dapper Gentleman is probably the top scent in April. If you never smelled or tried Dapper Gentleman, highly encourage it. It's our barbershop date night scent with 5 aphrodisiacs, and it smells great. Um, the and then the most surprising one, well, not surprising to me, but surprising insight, if that makes any sense. So, Breaking Beard, in case you don't know, is my personal favorite scent. It's our flagship beard oil. And you know what? I don't think we talk about it enough, or I don't talk about it enough. But it's got 12 oils in it, all beard types. It has a very good peppery, woodsy, citrusy scent that is so well balanced that you don't get one or the other. To me, it's the most complete beard oil that we have. Um, when we sell more of that in person than we do online. Not that we don't sell it online, but we sell more in person than online because people are able to smell it in person. And it's just one of those, be with your significant other. You can be in a public place. You can be in a room with a bunch of people, and it's not going to offend anybody. I know some people don't care if they offend anybody or not, but it's just one of those really good masculine, neutral scents that doesn't get enough credit for. So if you're looking for a new scent that you haven't tried from Kilt Beard Company yet, try my favorite, Breaking Beard. Shoreline Trail. So in St. George, Shoreline Trail did great with the butter. I forgot the oil there. I forgot to pack the oil when I went down to St. George. So the butter did really well. The balm did okay. This last weekend, Shoreline Trail did much better, as expected. Shoreline Trail, you have to get it out in the air. You can't just smell it from the bottle. Even though I think it smells great from the bottle, the air when it hits it starts to unravel, peel back its scent notes, so that you can start enjoying it. Like we try to say around here, Shoreline Trail is like a journey. I love Shoreline Trail. I think when we had it in front of Tester's nose, 6 of 7 people were like, yeah, you need that in a scent. So it was a very overwhelming majority. But once again, scents are, in the eye of the beholder, the nose of the beholder, whatever. So what smells great to me may not smell great to you. And, to an extent, we have our Kilt Beard Company's scent guarantee. So, if you, kind of venture out into a new scent and it's just not your cup of tea, just let us know. We'll make it right. So, because I get it. Sometimes you had some expectations, and from like a memory or what you think it should smell like. Some of these are very complex. Like, I think Shoreline Trail has 8 or 10 different scents in there to make up the whole scent, or ingredients that make up the scent. So what does it smell like? So I get it. But I do say that Shoreline Trail is a journey, like Farmer said down here. If you haven't tried it yet, it's definitely worth venturing to, in my opinion. What scents are you rocking right now? Like what product are you rocking right now? It doesn't have to be Kilt Beard Co's if you don't want to mention it, but if it is ours, I'd like to know. Throw it down in the comments. Just want to see where you guys are at right now this time of year. We are planning for our summer scents. I know I'm already talking about summer scents. Summer scents to hit around June 1st. So there's going to be a lot dropping on June 1st, like a ship load. Yeah. So June 1st, we're going to drop our summer scents. At least that's the plan. And for 22 days, you'll have our whole main lineup. You'll have all of our spring scents, and you'll have the summer scents all in the same catalog. Spring scents will go away after the 22nd of June. Also, on top of all that, we are working on our athlete products to be available on June 1st too. So it's kind of good, kind of nice, both, all the above, to not have an event. Yeah, basically any events in May, because if we had events in May, like, I would be a complete madman. Like, trying to do the events, stay up on products, stay up on social medias, your email lists, everything, orders, etc. Like that, like everything that goes into it, sourcing your labels and making sure everything comes out right, and ingredients, etc. like that. So there's a lot that goes into it. That being said, June 1st is kind of the next big drop that we're going to be doing. But in the meantime, explore. There's plenty to explore. There's 5 spring scents. We have, I believe it's 12 or 13 scents if you include unscented, as to explore right now. So check them out, and let us know what you think. Like always, we really welcome your reviews, your thoughts, and if somehow something doesn't meet your expectations, please reach out to us first, see if we can make it right, and then write a review. So nice. Yeah, so I have our beard washes, and I usually try to so if I want to so I try to have the beard wash match the oil. When I don't do that, I just use a fresh and clean beard wash, which I think overall is probably the way to go in general if you're going to buy multiple products, because you don't have any conflicts there. However, if you're going to be a mixologist, you can start mixing these scents in there and see if something interesting comes up. Better, I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll spill the beans on something there. Hard break, hard stop. Uh, has anybody seen the new movie The Mummy yet? If if I can sneak some time in, which I don't know if I'll be able to sneak any time in. The new Mummy movie came out. Heard mixed results on that. I've heard that it's kind of like an Exorcist meets Walking Dead meets The Mummy kind of a movie. Curious what you guys' thoughts on that. I'll watch it streaming or in the theater if I get a chance, but that's the next horror movie that I would like to see. Yeah, I think somebody else said that to their farmer, that chocolate stout works really well with number 3 butter. Dakota was mentioning trying vanilla orange swirl with chocolate stout. Um, so that might be something that we should try out too. That could be delicious. I think we would get more into a foodie scent when we do that one. So, but anyways, people like foodie scents. I'm not a huge fan of foodie scents. There's something about, for me personally, of wearing a food scent on my face that I'm supposed to eat. Now, I know somebody could say as a critic, but hey, chocolate stout is a drink that you put on your face. Fair enough. But I do think that chocolate stout is kind of different when it comes to, like, comparing it to a foodie scent, in my opinion. So I'm not against foodie scents. It's just not typically my kind of a thing. Um, yeah. Everybody has their likes and their rotations and everything, and that's great. The I get so many emails on. I just get so many emails. I see one that's popped up there. Somebody who wants to redo my website for me. I'm like, yeah, about to go down a dark path on that one right there. However, that being said, the I wanted to talk about, and I don't know if I'm going to take up the whole 2 hours in the show tonight or not. We'll see where that goes. So having long discussions with people and doing the Gripton and doing the athlete product, it's I want to chat about what they call the arena and what that means and how showing up and just doing the small tasks day in and day out are essential for potential, not success, for potential. Success comes after potential. So the arena, and I define the arena is basically I'm trying to think of the fancy word, but I can't think of it right now. Arena within an arena, or arenas within an arena. You when you wake up, you're in your reality arena. Then you go into multiple arenas. You may go to work. You have your family arena. You have certain relationship like arenas and et cetera like that. Workout, competitive, et cetera like that. So a bunch of different arenas in the one big one big arena, I guess we call it. Well, the thing is that what I've learned is that, especially starting a business, which kind of carried over from previous years of hard work and continually trying to set goals and improve myself and improve others too, because that's the ultimate reward right there is help other people. But what you have to show up every day. Showing up every day, having eating the right food if you can, drink the right amount of water, take care of your body because without your body you really can't do shit. Take care of your body as much as possible, and then learn, be a learner, and be a doer. Like, don't think about it, ponder it for a moment, but do it. So many people that I've met have great ideas, and you guys probably in this room or who's going to watch this on the rerun have probably amazing ideas. Go do it. Go do it. It won't be comfortable sometimes. However, as they would say in a cliche way, being uncomfortable means that you're growing and you're learning. And win, lose, or draw, you're going to learn something out of it, right? So all these things are stepping stones for potential to succeed. I heard something very interesting the other day on YouTube, because I just will hear things in the background, let my subscribe list just loop play in the background when I'm doing things. And I never thought of it this way. So I think we're all guilty of this, by the way. All of us are guilty of this. And it's not guilty. We all fall in the same umbrella. Is that we tend to cheer on those who've already succeeded. And what do I mean by that? That let's say there's a player, or to be more frank, like a basketball player who's one of the best in the world. We're all cheering that person on, right? We're all cheering that person on. The guy's already made it. He doesn't need all the cheers anymore. I mean, I guess it can fulfill your ego or something like that. But um, start cheering on those guys who, as they would say in the arena by Franklin Roosevelt, or Theodore Roosevelt, excuse me, Theodore Roosevelt. It's not the credit that counts, it's that guy who keeps showing up in that arena day in and day out for that opportunity. And start cheering on the small guys. I'm not saying not just Kilt Bierko, just people in your life, friends, family, just people who you see that are working their ass off to just do better for them and their family and the world in general. Those are the people you got to be rooting for because they haven't made it yet. And all those cheers and inspirations really do help. So, anyways, just some thoughts right there about the arena. I don't want to get this into a complete philosophical lecture, but because I would have came with points and everything here. This is just off the top of my head. But talking to some people about ideas and thoughts and what they want to do, ideas, and I keep looking at them like, you just have to do it. You just have to do it. It most likely will not be easy, and most likely it will not go the way you hope it would go. That doesn't mean that there's not another way to do it. It's just that it's a process. So this whole Kilt Beer Company experiment, if you will, has been a process. We started out with, we wanted to have all natural organic ingredients because we've looked at a lot of labels that we saw and they had crap for ingredients. Well, then when we realized there are people that care about that, but the vast majority of men are not aware of that. So we couldn't just hang our hat on just the ingredient part. So then we went to another thing. Can we make them purposeful? How do the products fit in their lifestyle? That went over a little bit better because they could speak to it. Then we went into scents that create memories, or you look back in the memory, and then so on and so forth. So we try to make the whole beard care simplistic. You don't need 2, 3, 4 different washing products or stripping products, whatever you want to call them, to clean your beard and take care of your beard. You just need one. You just need one. Guys are simple. Keep it simple. And yeah. So that's one other process too. How do we make it so simple? We're not going to tell you stuff that we don't believe in. We don't believe that a beard product is going to make your beard grow. It will create an environment for your beard to flourish or to maximize its potential, but there's no beard growth formula in there. And I've said this before too, so I'm not gonna, be a dead horse, as they would say. But that's I'm gonna beat that just one more second here. So, case in point. So I know for some reason this year there have been some companies that have suggested beard growth, beard oils or something like that, serums, etc., like that. And they're in their lane, they do what they want to do. However, that being said, I actually think that kind of hurts the community, or just men in general who want to grow a healthier, better beard. Because case in point, I have between 1 to 4 people who come up at every event asking me for a beard growth product. And because they heard this fallacy, this false hope, they have an expectation that there's like the elixir of life out there or something like that for their beard. By the way, we do have beard elixir. But yeah, no, really, I think if you have cleaner products, better ingredients, and create better education on how to use products, I think that is the approach to go, instead of just like everything else, from diets to weightlifting to getting stronger and faster, there's a special whatever, right? There's really nothing, at least in the beard care industry, for the most part. I mean, you can get into biotin and other things like that, but on an over the counter, non medical grade kind of a thing, it's not out there. And we do not give false hope or intentions or anything like that. um, but yeah, no, we get that all the time, and we have to set the thing straight. Like, these products are gonna clean, nourish, protect, repair, and recover your skin and beard so your face can flourish. And your DNA, genes, what have you, will do the rest. So, in the end, I want to touch on that. Like, if you're promoting that, give hard scientific facts, because they're not out there, and it's not a punch at anybody. If we want to get serious about beard community and setting up the right expectations, don't give false expectations. It's just not right. And Kilper Company doesn't carry ourselves that way. So we will not carry ourselves that way. But we will sure make a damn good product to make your beard look amazing, though. Sorry, Doug. Went on my little tantrum there. So Dakota went to a Real game. He is what they would call a fan fanatic. So he went to that game. He's probably wearing his Uggs too. Maybe he even put some reflective tape on him. I don't know. But he's at the game, and yeah, no, just want to talk about different things, because I can't joke with myself here farming the whole entire night. So but just a few things that I see on a daily basis, or I interact with customers or whatnot like that. Yeah, but it's just one of those things, like, just let's set people up for success with their beards and mustaches and everything like that, and let's give them all the education and information instead of trying to just make a quick buck off it. That's not the right way to do it. So, quality, to me, in the end, will always overcome, and that's where we kind of lay our hat on, is on the quality part. But of course, I've been looking at this. So I like bacon. I'm a pretty good fan of Cheetos. Do they mix? I don't know. We'll find out. So I wish I could. Oh, they even put a stamp on here, like an extra sticker. I don't know if you can see. It's like an extra sticker on top of the actual nutritional part of it all. And it's all in some Asian language. So we don't know what we're eating here. Besides Cheetos Crunchy, number one something, maple and bacon. Oh, so much maple and bacon. Crazy. This is like a new breakfast meal right here. Breakfast meal replacement. These are good. Probably not good for you, but good. way better than the Reese's Oreos. So if you see bacon maple crunchy Cheetos, worth the grab. Worth the grab. Like basically, it tastes like breakfast on a Cheeto. Really good. Have a good night there, farmer. Cheers. Get some sleep, sir. Thanks for jumping on. The other thing that we're going to be doing here, like I said, this week, I'm going to be in Boise. So if you're in Idaho, come and say hi to us. We will be at the Off-Road Expo there in Boise. We're going to do, for the first time, we're not going to do our do you call it tent? Like the vendor tent? We're just going to do the backdrop. We were given some feedback from a previous indoor event that the tent part is kind of going away right now, and that we'll like overall from vendors and just being more wide open. So we're going to try that. So we're doing that this weekend. And then some things that we're going to be working on here, which I'm kind of excited about and going to be learning on certain things. We're going to be working with the 4 or 5 products for our Lube Primed, Krypton Lube Primed, that we still have to work on. We have about 3 or 4 scents that we're working on. Either we're going to add oils, balms, butters, or wash to them, or have a brand new scent for summer. We're working on stickers, new stickers. Stickers that are going to be pretty cool. Oh, by the way, sorry to jump around there. We will be dropping a pre-order for a new shirt probably about the second week of May. The window for pre-orders will be about 2 weeks. So when I try to do pre-orders, I try to do 2 to 4 weeks. But people have been asking for this shirt. So we are going to bring it. We're going to be doing more like it during the rest of the year. Shirts, they're going to be all on pre-orders. You'll have about 2 to 4 weeks. It'll be very clearly communicated about the shirts. But stay tuned for that. I usually will get, I want to call it a prototype, but a preprint before I have you guys spend your hard-earned money on the shirts to make sure they actually look good. So stay tuned to that new shirt on its way. It's coming on its way. Other thing I'm going to be doing is working on the Amazon store in May here, make sure that I can get that up and going. I'm going to be doing something interesting. Like I'm going to be learning AI. AI is in every BuzzFeed, Buzz, whatever. But I'm going to use Amazon or my Amazon store as my testing environment, my lab, if you will, for AI. So I'll be working on that in May also, and see how that goes. And then we will start working on For the People, by the People for the fall. I know when you guys are enjoying summer, I'm already enjoying the next season. So because we need 2 to 3 cents for the People, by the People in the fall. We're going to be doing 2 to 3 cents that are going to be rotational cents for the fall too, that we don't even have yet. They're on a board over here, but they're not even practiced yet. Like we don't have them in the bottle. We haven't smelled them yet. It's just in theory kind of a thing. So all that's going to be happening in May. So yeah, staying busy in May, and getting ready for June and Father's Day. So, and maybe a few other things too. What do we got here, Doug? Thanks there, Doug. I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, it's about communicating, educating, having good, um, good natural ingredients in there that just work. So new t-shirts, uh the St. Patty's Day shirts went off well for our first time doing pre-orders. I would like to say it went off really well. I think we had 10 shirts go out, which is a good start because we've never done it before. But all of the shirts, as far as I know, the prints were good. They got to everybody before their expectation of it. I think maybe Doug might have been the only one that got it a little bit later, but the shirts got out earlier than we had communicated. So we exceeded expectations on that. So that was really good start. The next one is going to be black. I can at least tell you that. It's going to be a black shirt. And speaking of colored shirts, in case you don't know, the darker the colored shirt you wear, the more fuller your beard looks. So if you want your beard to be more presentable or more uh, center of attention, if you will, wear some darker clothes because it definitely will stick out a lot more with darker clothes. It also creates like a shadow in the back so that, if you get the hairs that are towards the end, it seems like the light likes to go through them a little bit more. Well, darker clothes kind of closes that gap. So in case you didn't know that, darker clothes will make your beard look more fuller and be more of a center of attention. But yeah, so we're doing a lot of campaigns. We're going to be targeting more barbershops coming up here in May here. It's probably not the best time of the year. It's not the worst time, but not the best time of the year. However, I like to try to start things when it's closer to the off season. Off season being when people start going on their vacations and PTOs, things like that, and may not be as taken well care of their hair, their beards. By the way, that being said, a new blog article up on the site, which talks about if you're on the travel, if you're on the go, some tips and tricks to take care of your beard when you're out and about. Because usually, I'm not sure about you, but sometimes when I'm out of my routine, my daily routine, sometimes I skip things or I kind of like don't do them the same day. I hold off for like another day or two, or I just wait till I get back in general. So hopefully those will keep you on track. So if you never seen our blog, we have a lot of very informational, some exhaustive writing there about products and beards and mustaches and all the above. So if you really want to start geeking out, look at our blog. It's getting more extensive by the week, and we're continuing to pump out information there for you guys just to better take care of your beard and stuff. Wow. How you doing, my man? I read that weird differently there. I'm doing good, Jay. I'm rolling solo today. Dakota's at a soccer game, soccer real. Uh, been to a couple games before. I still can't get over a soccer game that can end in 0-0 after, I think, is it 2 hours or just under 2 hours of playing? Maybe 3. I don't know. However long the game goes, how you can end the game at 0-0 on a regular basis. So, yeah, I don't get that. So, cool thing there, Doug. So, I mentioned it last year. So, before you go in the pool, or so before you go in the pool or the ocean, use beard oil. I would say even generously use beard oil. It will actually not dry out as much. It'll actually protect it because water and oil, what's the word? Is a solvent. They don't like each other, so they kind of create a barrier from each other. So if you use a decent amount of beard oil, maybe even some beard balm, you might have a kind of a weird mess there when you go and shower afterwards, but you'll be actually taking care of your beard, kind of like catacombing it, I guess you would call it. Uh, but yeah, I would definitely do something like that when you're out and about. Our beard balm, in case you don't know, has raspberry oil in it, which has up to SPF 40. So it will help your pigments, and the balm itself will last a little bit longer because it won't dehydrate. And your beard won't get as fried as much. So, um, I'm glad you like it there, Jay. It's one of those things, unless you know, you know, man. And I'm glad you got to, or you get to experience that. In case you didn't see, Jay, well, we are trying, I am trying, you guys are watching me eat some maple bacon Cheetos. And these are now potentially a breakfast meal replacement. Not saying that this is certified by anybody, just saying this probably could be a breakfast meal replacement because they're amazing. Um, so I got these in Vegas at a Japanese store, Japanese toy store, to be exact. Um, but yeah, so my wife is Japanese, and uh, my kids like all the anime and all those Hello Kitties and everything else in between there. So we go to all these um, shops. So we go to these shops often, and they have random foods like this in there. Um, Last week we did. What did we do? What was the food we did last week? Well, those were in it too, and so I just grabbed them, and lovely. Um, I I don't know if you've ever been to an Asian store before, but like it'll, in Dakota's words, will change your life because you get to see so many of the foods that you have not ever tried before, or maybe even been deprived of. They're so good. Not everything, but many things are. Yeah, these are good. Like I said, it's like a breakfast replacement. They're really good. Like I'm gonna try not to eat the whole bag because I got a 7 hour drive tomorrow. Fill in the blanks, yeah. So, but they're really good though. Also tried this too here a second ago, Jay. Um, got the Reese's Oreos. It tastes like an Oreo, or excuse me, it tastes like a Reese's. Yeah, my kids have all their. Yeah, my daughter has different ramens that she likes, along with lychee. These little drinks. I don't know what they're called. You push the top, and this like this ball goes through, and every time she does it, and I'm not looking around, I jump because I think somebody's going pew pew or something like that. But yeah, my kids love the Asian store. I like going there for the sushi, sashimi, and etc. like that. So, um, but beard care. I like to see your guys' like photos of like what you guys do, what products you take with you when you're traveling, either going camping, business travel, your day-to-day driver, like do you, especially mustache people usually have a touch-up wax tin in their pocket. Kind of what you guys like to do for your daily routines or to keep your beard and everything on point. Yeah, I'm gonna be taking more pictures like that of what I'm carrying with me, what I'm bringing with me when I go out. Just so you guys know what products I think are more important for any given occasion. What's up? What's up, Marsha? Got my cat here meowing at me. Also, a version of this will be in a shirt sometime this year too. This is like the one of the 4 versions that I've made of this whole entire one. I think this will be ready to go probably mid-year sometime. What's up, Marsha? But yeah, no. The have our biggest champion for past 3 years is having a good beard routine, and that's kind of been one of our guiding lights, if you will, North Stars, to educate people and build the perfect beard routine according to Kill Beard Company. And having a good wash, having a good oil, balm, or butter. Now, night watch for a good repair and recovery, to us, is the perfect beard care. Besides inserting X scent, I think we really nail this really well. And it takes time for people to jump on this, but I get it on a weekly basis. Thank you about explaining like how I use the oil, the balm, the wash, the butter. And I know there's many people in here that are in all the forums and they're in all these bearded communities and watch all these videos and you have been using products for so many years, but we forget to mention A, not everybody is. B, some people I have found, including myself, certain times, have been doing certain things wrong for a long time. So, so that's why we keep continuing to talk about a good beard routine, and depending on what your skin and beard needs and goals, we don't always tell you to buy the whole allotment. Sometimes we'll just say get a serum and a beard wash because you can't keep a sustained schedule on to doing something on a repetition, and that's okay. You do you, but we help fit our products into your lifestyle, and I think we've been really successful at that. And really, this first quarter this year has really shown that what we have done on continually to show up, communicate our our intentions to help you with a good beard routine to get you the skin and beard that you deserve has been really paying off. So yeah. So how's your guys' week been? Anything new? How's your weekend? Do anything fun? Stay out of trouble? I mean, I could tell you so many stories about Vegas and in 3 days that we were there. But I'd like to hear how your guys' weekend been. The weather's getting better for the most part around the country, right? I haven't looked at any weather news or anything like that the past 2 weeks. I've been too busy. Just keeping my head down and eyes forward. Keeping my head down and eyes forward. Try that one, right? Oh, that's awesome, Jay. Awesome. Is this in Illinois or is this in Is this in Illinois, right? Or is it just in the country? Is this in Illinois or in the country? Or I think you're in Illinois, right? And you can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Yeah, my daughter is in jujitsu. Um, she is she's just starting to kind of have things start clicking right now, and she's young, so but things are starting to click right now, so that's awesome. Uh, and it's kind of fun for me because uh, eventually she'll start listening to me, and I can, teach her and direct her in certain ways, certain moves, and um, what to concentrate more on. But she's doing really good. So yeah, nice. Yeah, my daughter is she'll turn 11 here at the end of the year, so she's got a few years. She hasn't done any competing or anything like that yet. I want her to focus on moves, situational things. Some people would say you throw people into the fire and they'll figure it out. However, I rather go into the fire if I can and have my toolbox with me. So, um, but that's awesome to hear, dude. Like, hopefully he keeps his head straight and he keeps pursuing that because that's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. Congrats. What else we got here? How's our weekend going? How's our week going? Uh saw one funny one. Now this is funny. Um in a comical, I don't know what this is called. Anyways, we were driving and we look over this one lady kind of, I can't say she fell backwards. She kind of was squatted, and when she went to get up, she kind of rolled backwards with her feet in the air. And we're at the stoplight here in Vegas. We're like, what is going on here? Then her friend is trying to pick her up, and the lady is dangling her feet in the air and her hands in the air like this. And we were all just like, what is going on, dude? And mind you, it's 90 degrees. That concrete is not chilly or cold. So that was within the first, I don't know, 30 minutes of being inside of Vegas there. And I was like, it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Um, but yeah, that was one funny thing that we saw there. Hope she's okay. But at the same time, it was funny though, because she's literally kicking her feet in the air, and her friend was trying to pick her up as lady was trying to kick her feet in the air. So it was like a kid having a temper tantrum. So we saw that. Also, we saw many trucks, and it's probably always been like this in Vegas. I just really didn't care to pay attention. So many glorified trucks that will never see dirt on them, and they're trucks. Huge lifts, lights, and everything on them, etc., like that, or expensive tires and this and that, and they put so much money in the vehicle, it'll never be a vehicle that they'll take off road and enjoy for what the vehicle is for. So, saw a lot of that going on. Um, I will tell you the person who was with me, he was like, yeah, driving in Vegas is different. I'm like, yes, it is completely different. I go, you know how different it is? Look at all the billboards. You only see four different types of billboards on the vast majority. One is some law firm for bumper to bumper crash victims, a worker comp kind of a thing. So a lawyer one. Two is some kind of adult entertainment one. Three would be a casino one for like gambling, things like that. And the fourth one is typically drinking, like $3. Right now in Vegas, it's $3 beers and $3 shots is the big thing in Vegas right now. So one was trying to up the other one by giving $2.50 beers and $1 shots. So that's what you see in Vegas, and then you have the drivers too. So you have to be an aggressive driver in Vegas. I would say probably similar to New York, maybe not as crazy as New York drivers, but similar to New York. You, if you're going to get into a lane, you go to that lane. You don't blinker over 3 lanes and check your shoulder every time you just get over that lane, for example. But yeah, so that was fun. Also, they had if Jay's in here, Jay, I probably failed myself on this one, but I didn't know that WrestleMania was there when we were there. Yeah, that was a missed opportunity. So, but WrestleMania was there. All the fans and everything were all over the place. It was like flooded with wrestling fans, so that's pretty crazy. And then I don't know if they won last night or they lost last night, but the Mammoths and the Knights were playing. Yeah. So there's a lot of entertainment going down there. I know, like, yeah. Just I was there, I'm like, why are they charging event parking? And by the way, event parking is $40. Why are they charging event parking? I thought the hockey game was going on. Here it was a WrestleMania going on. So, anyways, missed that. I think that would be the only opportunity that I would be that close to WrestleMania to actually be able to go to it, and didn't even know it was happening. So, anyways, I know you look down on me. Sorry. Have been a huge wrestling fan since I've been a kid. Just the old school people, the Hulk Hogan's and everything like that. That's where it was at for me. So, yeah. Oh no, I completely agree. I just didn't know it was there, Jay. It would have been entertaining I mean, Dakota's not here, so I can say this. It'd be a lot more entertaining than watching a soccer game. So trust me, if I would have known that I could have went there and that it was there the same day that we were down there, I definitely would have planned it. I didn't know. It's not in my sphere of news feeds or anything like that. So yeah, so I didn't even know that even. Like, so we saw it the first night that we were down there, and then the next night we were down there. Like, is this still going on? Like I said, I just was not in the loop. I was not set up for success on this one. So, um, but anyways, I missed that one. That would have been cool, but I missed that one. Um, uh, uh, the one WrestleMania that I wish I would have went to if my parents could afford it when I was a kid would have been the one with the Ultimate Warrior. That would have been awesome. So, but yeah. So WrestleMania was there too. Didn't go to that, but great weather. We had a great weather down there. Luckily, the weather's changing this week where we are going, but we're going to be indoors, so that's great. Also, just it's always a literal damper to have an event for a vendor to go outdoors when it's bad weather. So, Yeah, it really does suck when the weather goes bad. Oh, like I didn't know that WWE was even back, Jay. That like I thought it left, or I thought I thought WWE like broke apart. You're the expert. I'm not, sir. Vegas is fun. I can show different sides of Vegas. I can show you the hardcore gambling side of Vegas. I can show you the best spots to, drink or eat or do both, or to just sit back and relax and, kind of like let the world pass you by, if you will. I can show you all those parts of Vegas, and all of them have their place in time. But yeah, no, Vegas is fun. I still don't recommend raising a family in Vegas personally. However, being single, retired, a couple, Vegas is fun. Hey, Doug, I probably would have been a good competitor in the games. I do not compete in the games. I'm actually pretty stout. I've been pretty strong throughout my life. I honestly, I really didn't look into the games until I was more immersed with Kilt Beard Co. and start learning about the games and heritage and things a lot more hardcore. But no, I do not compete. Uh, it looks fun as heck. Like if I could go back and not do CrossFit or any of those other things and just do something like this, throw rocks and logs and weights and hammers and cabers and everything around, heck yeah, that's a lot more fun and entertaining than doing burpees all day long and doing muscle ups. Nah. Heavy athletics looks a lot more entertaining, fun. Um, just yeah. I wish I would have. I just think I would probably hurt myself more than I would help myself. I mean, I don't feel old or anything like that, but I don't want to break myself down to feel old. Uh, yeah. Oh, I can show you the food, dude. There's so much good food down there. You'd be like the Goodyear blimp, like floating off. And by the way, we got to see the Goodyear blimp in real the first time. Got an awesome picture of it. It was really cool. So, but all the food places, dude, I would have you unlocked, dude. Even some of the secret ones that you need to like a room within a room, or you need to know what the password is or something like that. Um, yeah. By the way, I do have a selfless a plug right here. Kilpier Company just dropped our grip tin sport grip aid. Also, currently promo free shipping on an order $69 plus receive a free 1 ounce beard oil of your choice. Just put the beard oil in your cart, add bonus oil as a code, you get a free beard oil. So that's our promo going on right now. Um, I think it's an awesome promo actually. But yeah, we are excited for the next transformation of Kilt Beard Co. or next step. Like I've said, we will come up with new scents and every now and then new products for Kilt Beard Company as in products, not like beard oil, but an actual product. Because we got some things up our sleeve. We do. But really, we think we have a really good complete beard kit or beard routine, beard products that we're going to let us settle for a while and let people get used to having a good beard routine and enjoying the scents that we're going to come out with to fill in the seasons that we're doing. Because in case you don't know, we're doing rotational scents So every season will have its own rotational scents, and then you have our main line that goes year round. So that's kind of how we're approaching that. But you'll still be able to maintain your perfect beard routine. And I would argue we are one of the few, if not only, that really has a really cohesive beard routine. Products flow into each other. They're not just standalones, but where they could be standalones if they want to, but they do flow with each other and work with each other. So, which we call stacking. So 2014, 2017 wasn't too long ago. However, you know, in Vegas terms, 12 years to, was it 9 years? A lot changes in Vegas, and like each decade, like something changes in Las Vegas. So, um, like we stayed at Sam's Town in our or my um uh the RV trailer. The best way, in my opinion, you're not on the strip. You don't get that sexiness of being on the strip and everything. You're like 20 to 30 minutes off the strip. However, you get a quieter area. It's well priced. I think it's like $80 to $100 a night, versus a couple to few $100s to start out, and somewhere in the mid $600, $700, $800 for a really good room. Which when I go and travel, I don't hang out in the room. So for me, the room is not the most important part of the trip. So yeah. Sam's Town RV trailer, way to go if you are trying to save money and want to use the money that you're saving to go have fun in Vegas. That's how I would do Vegas right now in 2026. Yeah, that's how I would do Vegas in 2026, until they realize that not everybody can afford Vegas. So I feel so old when I talk about what I consider the old Vegas. My dad could talk about it because he was a dealer at the Binion's Horseshoe back in the 70s there, when, I don't know if you've seen the movie Casino, that he was dealing craps at that time during that time period where the movie Casino kind of takes place. So he's got some stories. He's got a lot of stories. But yeah, Vegas is a different beast, if you will. One thing that was funny. So I like ice cream, as many people do know that. It's kind of like a food group to me. And I can't tell you how many times that I would try to get ice cream in Vegas, and either the ice cream shop was closed, the line was so significant that I was like, I'm not waiting for ice cream for half an hour plus, to it was on the other side of the street, or just some other random thing that came up. And we walked through, I think it's called I think it's called Italy, right right by the MGM Grand right there, and they had gelato. I was like, close enough, gelato it is. So I had some gelato and it hit the spot, so that was awesome. One gelato that I did try that I would not eat like a whole scoop of, but it was really good, is Earl Grey. I'm not a huge tea person, etc., like that, but Earl Grey was actually pretty good. As far as flavor went, but there's no way I could eat like 1 or 2 scoops of Earl Grey flavor ice cream. Yeah, ugh, too much. So how many of you guys have braided your beard before or have been able to braid your beard? Do you have any tricks or approaches on how to beard it or braid it? Because I mean, my wife helped me out on this one. I haven't figured out the in the mirror part yet. Um, but minus kind of the bushiness and kind of like it feels like very. I just have a 3 month beard kind of look up here. Um, I actually like the braid actually. Like I dig the braid. I don't snag my beard on too many things. It doesn't look as full and luscious as it is, but it I don't know, it's more functional this way, like in my opinion. Um yeah, no, I'm just curious if you guys have been able to do that. And if so, is there any tricks to braiding your beard? How do those beard beads work? How do you be able to figure those things out? I swear they're like childproof or something. Um yeah. Um the So, so another thing in Vegas, there's a place called Total Wine. So if you've never been to Vegas and you've never seen a mega liquor store before, go to Total Wine. Um, it will be like Candyland to you, like growing up style. They have a cigar humidor in there too, if you're into that. But I took my one buddy into there, and he was just looking around like he wanted to look for a wine. In this place, there's probably a minimum 5,000 different wines in there, minimum. And he just was like, he found some from his country that he's from, Uruguay, and he's like, dude, you can't find this. I'm like, you can find them in Vegas, and yeah. So if you've never experienced Total Wine before, I mean, you walk in there, and I noticed this certain ones, like if you go by like more off the strip in the better parts of towns in Vegas, you'll see 30, 40, 50, $80,000 bottles for purchase. I jokingly, I would say I would rather spend that on a license plate. Like, how do you know if it's going to be good? What if it's bad? You can't return it, you know? So, yeah, I think it's crazy that they're out there, but and people do buy them, but yeah, cool little wine liquor store if you ever wanted to go to one. And if you don't drink, just to see the how many's in this place from around the world is crazy. So the other last thing I want to touch on is that we will be trying to communicate more through email about upcoming things as far as products go, as far as releases go, and also more beard tips, more educational stuff in there. Try to build more confidence um, in you to really take control and make your beard look amazing. Also, we're gonna try to do some jokes in there, or not some jokes, kind of like more humorous editorials. See how that goes. I don't know if that's gonna be in video format or if it's gonna be in text format, but trying to play around with it and do different things with it. Uh, April so far has been our best month since we've started Kilt Beer Company. So it's been a great month, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you very much. We're really blessed and happy that Our message is getting out there. Where we got excited in Vegas when people came up say, "We see you on Instagram and Facebook, and now that you're here, we definitely want to buy something." And just just a whole bunch of things to be grateful for and excited about for 2026 and beyond. And like I said, it's all because of you guys, and we thank you very much. And we're going to continue to put that pedal down to the floor and take care of you guys. So I'm going to start mumbling now. I have nothing else really on my mind right now. But if you guys have anything, shoot us a text, DM us, email, what have you. We'll get back to you. Going to be a little bit busy this weekend. But you guys have an amazing rest of your week. Have an amazing weekend. And like we always say around here, defy ordinary, be Kiltacious. Have a good week, guys.